I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fam's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one Chief Rockin' Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. What's good? What's good, everybody? JJ, what's good, baby boy? JJ, what's good? You know why I'm hyped up, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. What's happening? You already know why I'm excited, bro. Let's go. Andios is in the building. Let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all know why I'm hyped, bro. Y'all know I got the news. What's good, man? What's good? What's good? What's good? Man, yeah, let's go. Yeah, man. JJ, my guy. We finally did something. Yo, Mets fans, bro. Listen, man. I'm excited about where we are, yo. I ain't even gonna front. Let's get it. Let's get it, bro. Yeah, man. Let's get it. Yeah, man. Yo, I'm getting messages from everywhere, man. Yeah, man. I'm excited, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Fritz Alcinda's in the place to be. Brooklyn Knicks fan is in the building. Salute. Rel, what's good? I see you. Rel, I ain't reach out to him, bro. He ain't reach out to me either. I'm not for sure if we have time to set something up, but you know, if it happened, it happened, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Pastor J is in the building. Salute. Salute to my guy, Pastor J. Man, love that brother, man. That brother be doing some amazing things. You know what I'm saying? So, man, let me do this. I want to address a few things that I saw. Right. I want to address a few things that I saw in the Pistons loss. And also want to address some things that I think may be a problem going forward. Right. But I will say this. So we lost to the Pistons. And it is what it is. Right? It is what it is. I'm still super excited about the team. I do think this is a 55-win team, right? I think it's a 55-60 win team. My only deal is that Tom Thibodeau can't keep starting seasons slow and depend on getting hot during the season. This Jalen Brunson led team. Fritz Alcindor, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Freezy?
Hey, man. Salute to Haiti, bro. 1805 in the place. Salute.
Right. You got 760 million I can borrow?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I got it. I got you. You wanted it in all $5 bills?
I don't know. 20s or below. I ain't gonna be picky.
20s will do. 20s will do. Okay. I gotta send a van. I gotta send it in a van, bro. I don't have it in my wallet.
All right.
Right. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. This Jalen Brunson led team is the most dynamic team the Knicks have ever had. And I'm talking about in terms of being dynamic. You have everything on your roster to be a 60-win team, right? You have a great point guard, a great backup point guard, a great combo guard off the bench. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is in the building. Salute. Right. You have a very, very, very good. You have a legendary skill set at center offensively in Karl Anthony Towns. Is he a complete NBA? Is he no? He's an offensive guy, an elite offensive guy that rebounds at an exceptional level. Right. You have two of the more dynamic defensive wings in the NBA, in Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby. Right. You have quality depth and role players and guys like Josh Hart and Deuce McBride. And somehow, with all of these weapons at your disposal, we're losing to the Utah Jazz, the Detroit Pistons, and the Dallas Mavericks. I cannot explain how this team is losing to teams like the Dallas Mavericks, the Detroit Pistons, the Utah Jazz. I don't see it. I don't know what's going on, Fritz. And so full disclosure, everybody, I spoke to Fritz Alcindor this evening to let him know that I'm a big fan of the NBA Economy Show. Y'all check that show out on YouTube. Check that show out on YouTube, right? Go subscribe to that channel. And Rel from We Talk Mavs is in the building. Make sure you check out We Talk Mavs. Man, a very entertaining channel. Those are my brothers over there. But with all these weapons, potentially top 5 guys at 4 different positions, and this team is out here losing to a Detroit Pistons team that had Tobias Harris at small forward, that had Isaiah Stewart at center. And not only losing to them, but being embarrassed by them. I don't know what else the front office can do. I don't. There is not a move that's going to fix what's been hurting the Knicks. Right? There's no move, but there's no magic trade. And trust me, I speak to about 30, probably about 10 content creators every week and about 30 people in the know every week. And everybody is flummoxed. Like, yo, what is it? What's wrong with this team? I think we are so, as fans, I think we are so thirsty for the next guy that we forget that we have all the guys that we need. And listen, I'm caught up in the conversation too, so I'm not sitting here saying that I'm innocent and I'm above reproach in this situation. I'm on the Huck Porty bandwagon too. Huck Porty has been trash. I'm probably the only person in Knicks universe that calls Jericho Sims Jumpman. And Jumpman has been trash. Jumpman played 6 minutes and was a -9. We lost by 9. Now, was that the margin of victory the amount that we were trailing by most of the game? Nah. We probably tried trailing by like average 14 or 15 most of the game, right? And some random layups here or there cut into this lead. Cut into that lead, right? But this Jalen Brunson-led team has more weapons on it than any team that you can remember. Can you imagine if Carmelo Anthony had OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Karl Anthony Towns? Can you imagine with a Carmelo Anthony team with Mikal Bridges in his prime, OG Anunoby in his prime, Karl Anthony Towns in his prime, Cameron Payne, Deuce McBride, right? Can you imagine what Carmelo would do with this team? Fritz, I would venture to say this team would be 18-5 right now with Melo, at least, at a minimum.
Probably.
Right?
Probably.
Can you imagine what Patrick Ewing could do with this team with OG Anunoby in his prime, Mikal Bridges in his prime? Right?
All these play more years.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? And listen, everybody, I'm not bashing on my boys. These are my dogs. I love it. Bro, I have a Knicks shirt on right now. So I'm not bashing my guys. I am one of those that are flummoxed with our outcomes. How are we losing to the Dallas Mavericks? Right? How are we losing to and when I say the Dallas Mavericks, I'm saying how are we losing to the Dallas Mavericks without Luka is basically what I mean. How are we losing to the Dallas Mavericks without Luka? How are we losing to the Atlanta Hawks, who are Jekyll and Hyde? How are we losing to the Utah Jazz? How are we losing to the Chicago Bulls? How are we losing to the Detroit Pistons? Right? Knicks will be 25 and 26 champs. Says Ewing, imagine what Melo would do with this. Yeah, we was just talking about that before you got here. We had just mentioned Melo before you got here, bro. Some of these things that we see from this team, man, I'm not questioning OG Anunoby's effort, right? I'm not questioning Mikal Bridges' effort, right? I'm questioning, does Tom Thibodeau have the answers? Can Tom Thibodeau move these pieces in the right direction? That's what I'm questioning. Is Josh Hart taking too much of an offensive responsibility where the other things that he's good at is coming into question? Does a energy player, traditionally a energy player off the bench, have energy for 36 minutes of triple-double basketball in him and defense? To me, the answer is no. That's the clear answer. Can Josh Hart give you triple-double level play in 36 minutes and play defense when guys traditionally in that role only play 20 minutes a night? I say no. Right? I say no. And it's not because I don't like Josh Hart. I like Josh Hart. But traditionally, guys that do those type of things don't play 35 minutes. They give you everything they have for 20 to 25 minutes over the course of an 82-game schedule. Can you expect OG Anunoby to be a defensive player of the year candidate? He won't win it. Right? The kid in Atlanta is looking like he's taking the world by storm. Dyson Daniels looks like he's the front runner for that award right now. Right? And no disrespect to him because he's playing outstanding defense. OG Anunoby, can you expect OG Anunoby to be a Dennis Rodman type defender and then give you 20 points a night on offense? No, you can't. Generally, guys like Bruce Bowen, Tony Allen, Dennis Rodman, they can't give you that level of defense and then score you 20 points a night, because if they could, then you're talking about Scottie Pippen now. Right? Now you're talking about Scottie Pippen. And so I think it is incumbent upon Tom Thibodeau, after 23 games, to figure something out. We have less than 60 games to go. And for everybody that's thinking, yeah, we have time, bro, we're under 60 games already. How much time do you really have? Right? Can one guy come in and save the day? Fritz, who do we have out right now that can come in and save the day just by them showing up? Do we have that guy on the roster? Somebody that's hurt? Like a
No,
Landry Shamet or somebody?
no.
So we don't have that guy, right?
Mm-mm.
So basically, the front office is giving Tom Thibodeau all the weapons he's needed, right, to turn this thing around. Yo, Sherwin says Mitch. Sherwin says Mitchell Robinson. So Mitch is out for Mitch. The other night they said Mitch doesn't have a timetable for return. So the timetable they set, the King holiday, Mitch is out past the King holiday. Because the King holiday was what I was hearing was the timetable for Mitch to return. And last night they said Mitch doesn't have a timetable. So he may be out past the King holiday with his injury. Can you wait that long for Mitch to get back? Even the King holiday was a long time to wait, bro.
Mm-hmm. And I don't see him as the guy either. Can't play in the fourth quarter. Can't hit free throws.
Right.
Those are like the clutch. All the clutch statistics. He just isn't there. You need somebody in the fourth quarter. You need someone to hit free throws. And in the fourth quarter, he even knows he's not going to hit free throws. So he avoids getting a spot where he's fouled. So I don't know how you could say he's the guy.
Wow. Okay. So I wasn't gonna go there with that, but man. Dang, bro. The son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. Our guy, Jerry Fitz, is in the building. Fitz, he says, in my opinion, Shamet needs surgery, just like Randall did. Shoulder separation didn't heal with rest. Ooh. I'm questioning, and I know I shouldn't, but I am questioning the person that's pushing the buttons. All right, I'm questioning Tom Thibodeau. I don't think it's the players. I think it's Tibbs. Am I saying he should be fired? Of course not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, in real life, when people face challenges, they have to come up with a solution, or the solution wins. I mean, or the problem wins. I'm sorry, I stated that wrong. Right? I think if you don't come up with a solution for the problem wins. As a Knicks fan, how much more patient can you be as a Knicks fan? Right? How much more patient can you be? I don't know if you can be that much more patient. Tom Thibodeau has to figure this thing out. He's got to, right? Because think about what the front office has done. Has the front office not done has the front office not done a fantastic job? The front office legit acquired OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Karl Anthony Towns in a 10-month window. Fritz, that's crazy, right? An NBA front office acquired OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Karl Anthony Towns in a 10-month window. How many other front offices have you seen in recent memory able to pull off that level of achievement?
No, that is quite amazing. Because not only usually when you get like an emerging team, you probably got a surprising player. The Knicks planned this out and they got valuable players that other people wanted. So it's quite amazing that they got these
Every scenario that you mentioned, right? Every scenario that you mentioned, or the one scenario that you mentioned applies to everyone that was successful doing it, right? Because we felt like, think about it, we felt like Klay Thompson was going to be a decent NBA scorer. Did we know he was going to be this level Klay? No. Steph Curry, you were like, give this former NBA player's son a chance, right? Right. Basically, if Steph Curry had the career of Del Curry, Golden State would have got everything that they could have expected out of Steph. But the fact that they got all of that beyond that is crazy. And that led to them being able to acquire the other pieces like Iguodala. What's the big man at the center? Andrew Bogut, who was a great player in Milwaukee, and Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Steph was only getting paid like $5 million on his first championship.
Yeah. So the fact that so I think what you said basically makes sense, right? But this Knicks team, right? This Knicks team has all the weapons in the world to be knocking off the Celtics right now. All the stuff as basketball men, all the things that the Knicks done, we didn't question any move the Knicks did. Think about Fritz, you have a show, right?
Yep.
And you contribute to another show, right? Shout out to Jay Ellis and them on the Nick Time show. Right. Shout out to them. Jay Ellis, if you watching, get busy, bro. like Nigga Time show should be on every day. What you doing? Jay Ellis, y'all need to be on every day, man. What's going on? So anyway, shout out to Jay Ellis and Nigga Time show, right? But as content creators, it's kind of not our job, but our duty to alert Knicks fans when something questionable happens, right? Like if something questionable happens, we have to break it down in great detail so that the casual and diehard Knicks fan won't be duped by a Geppetto Pinocchio type media who's going to spin everything positive. Right? Certain media is going to spin everything positive. And what we'd like to do as content creators is spin everything neutral so that you can make up your own decision. I don't want to change your mind. I want to supply you with information and then have you make up your own mind. Right? That basically that's what I feel like my duty is. But when the Knicks acquired all these guys, it was easy to see what the Knicks were doing and where they were going. Right? It was easy. Hey, Mikal Bridges is here to help Brunson. Right? The Josh Hart trade, come help Josh change the culture. The OG Anunoby trade is okay. We're getting murdered on the wings. We need an OG Anunoby. You remember what our wing defense was like before the OG Anunoby trade? Remember how bad it was? And now that OG Anunoby is here, we're not giving up 120 points per game. Like, you remember the Milwaukee game where Milwaukee couldn't miss? Where Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez was bombing away from three, and Giannis was just going to the lane because we couldn't guard the three and guard Giannis, double team Giannis at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get OG Anunoby all of a sudden, and then now a lot of those questions are answered. He's exactly what we needed. Culture-wise, personality-wise, energy and effort-wise, heart-wise, love for the city-wise, basketball fit offensively and defensively. OG Anunoby is a perfect fit for a Jalen Brunson-led team. And so is Mikal Bridges. And off guard that defends other great guards and can knock down threes and such. But the thing is does Tom Thibodeau? Oh, okay. So here's my question for you, Fritz. Here's my question for you. Is Tom Thibodeau a coach that can coach from ahead, or is he a coach that coaches with drama? Does he need to have drama in his life in order to be successful?
No, I think he's better from ahead. Like,
okay,
yeah. Are you talking like literal, like score wise? Or?
No. I'm talking about. Does he coach better from a deficit, or does he coach better from being proficient? Like, does he coach better making adjustments during the season, or can he develop a strategy and maintain it and dominate?
I think it's like maintaining.
Okay.
Unlike most people. Yeah.
Right. I don't know about most people because you hadn't met my family, bro. My family is just drama. They love it, bro. They can't thrive without drama, bro. Like if you be around my family, they be yelling at each other, bro. That's how they talk. They talk loud and yell at each other. People think they arguing. That's just how they talk. You know what I'm saying? And they'll cuss at each other. What the F you mean? Right there. And they don't mean nothing by it, bro. That's just how they are. Chat, do y'all have family members like that? Like they operate better in drama than they do when things are quiet? Like, Fritz, you ever been around somebody that's like, yo, man, it's too quiet in here? And you're like, bro, what do you mean? It's peaceful.
Nah, I like it chill. Like, no, I've dated somebody with drama.
I think we all have, bro.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah,
I like to argue. Y'all like this?
Right? Like, you're like, what are you doing? What do you mean? Right. And so the reason why I asked the question is because I think I may be wrong on Tibbs, and I'd like your opinion to help sway me. Right? Like, yo, Sherwin says most women are like that. Yeah. I could see where you could formulate that opinion. I think, and mind you, I don't know Thomas J. Thibodeau in person. I don't personally know him, and he don't personally know me, right? But from the image that he projects, he swims best in choppy waters. Right. But there are some that swim best in placid waters. Okay, like Fritz Alcindor. Fritz Alcindor says he basically swims best in placid waters.
Okay, I kind of get you. Like, I didn't quite understand the question, but he is the turnaround coach. He takes a crazy situation and he smooths it out to a degree.
Right.
But if you give him something, there's something that's fixed already. Can he make it better? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he could take something placid and make it better. I think he thrives in choppy waters.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Right. And so with that said, like this situation here with the Knicks, this is a placid situation. Think about the personalities on this team. Who is more laid back than Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns, and Deuce McBride?
Mm-hmm.
Who's more laid back than those guys?
I don't know. OG is probably the most.
The most laid back,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think Mikal Bridges is laid back too, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. And so, is it a thing that Tibbs is letting the situation get into choppy waters so that he can do his best work, or does he not know what he's doing?
Oh, can I throw something in there?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I don't think really Tibbs really inspires people. I think he's a worker. He put his head in the work, and maybe the Knicks at this point need a coach that's more inspirational.
Oh wow!
The Joe Torres of the, you know what I mean.
Amazing.
Since we on baseball, like the Joe Torre was not a good XO, but he can inspire his team to.
He knew how to handle people,
but it wasn't XOs,
right?
and I think
But
Thibodeau was XO.
he surrounded himself with great X and O's guys like Don Zimmer.
Yeah.
Right. So he's definitely surrounded himself by great X's and O's guys. Right. Okay, so my thing is I don't want to say Tom Thibodeau it shouldn't be the coach because I think he should be the coach. What I'm trying to figure out as a fan is what I'm the product on the floor that I'm watching on a night-to-night basis. I don't see the fringe players. I don't see Jericho Sims getting better. I don't see Ariel Hukporty getting better. I don't see Tyler Kolek getting better. Right? I don't see the fringe guys getting better. I see the great guys with more opportunities. So it looks like they're getting better, but they just get more opportunities. Right? Cat leading the league in rebounds. I mean, we moved him back to center and he's playing more minutes. So he's doing what he normally does, just in more minutes. Right? So Cat didn't, I don't think Karl Anthony Towns came in with the mindset that he's going to change his body to be more of a rebounder. He's just playing more minutes.
Yeah. And he got permission. He's like basically given permission to be himself, but he always had that in him.
Yeah. Like this dude has always been a double-digit level rebounder. Right? He's always been that. We've known that for years. Right? Like the dude is a double-digit level rebounder. So now he's leading the NBA in rebounds. We knew that. No big deal. We knew the potential was there. We didn't know it would happen in New York, but we knew the potential would be there. We didn't know he would do that in his first 25 games or so. I guess ultimately the question I'm asking, is this a team that is going to be an above 500 team for the year? Is this a 47 win team? Like we're on pace to be a 47, 48 win team. Is that the type of team that this team is?
Oh, I think we're better than that. I think we're definitely going to hit the 50s. But the way you get there is the big question. If you're getting, plus 12 wins on 2 winning streaks, and the rest of the year you're 500, that's not good.
That's on coaching, right?
Yeah. So if you're basically a 500 team that had 2 good win streaks,
what are you doing for the rest of the year?
Yeah. You're basically a play-in team that got hot for a couple minutes.
Yeah, you're the Cleveland Cavaliers of years past, where you operate around 500 and then your guard gets hot and go on like a 7-game win streak, right? And then you play at 500 again, above 7 games above, and then you go on another 8-game win streak in March. And at the end of the season, you're 15 games over 500. But you really only played like that twice the entire year.
Yeah.
Is that what we should expect from Tom Thibodeau?
That's what we've been getting. I mean, that's what we got last year.
That's what we
December, we were around 500.
Yep.
Around 500 last year, and then we got hot in January.
Yep.
And we did, well, toward the end, we got hot toward the end, but it wasn't amazing beginning to the end.
Right.
It wasn't. I came in this way, and I consistently performed at a certain level.
Right. Right. Do you know what the irony is to that? That's also what we did the year before that, and the year before that. Try stumble out the box, try to find your way, get hot a couple of times during the year, 9-game winning streak, 8-game winning streak. But you know what happened after those streaks? Losing streaks.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the 9-game winning streak? Then we lost 4 in a row. And you're like, golly. We losing to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess in my search of finding where I am as a Knicks fan is it really important during the season, as long as you finish as a top 4, top 3 seed and you get to the second round? Yes, to me, absolutely it matters.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have to sit through it. We have to sit through losses to the Pistons. Right? We have to sit. Fritz, when you watched the game last night, before tip-off, what were you thinking?
Oh, I thought it was... Yeah, I thought it should have been over early.
Right.
I thought... I didn't think really... I say Cade probably would have a good game, but outside of Cade...
Nobody else
in that roster really should hold a candle to what we had on the roster.
Right. Tell you what I was thinking, and it'll let you know what the level of expectation is for the Knicks fan base. I was thinking about 3/4 of the way through the second quarter, we'll be drinking martinis. That's what I was thinking. Right? Like in the second quarter, at some point, we'll be drinking martinis and we'll see Pakam Dadier and Tyler Kolek early in the fourth quarter is what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But what I saw was not that. What I saw is if one piece is missing out of this 5-out offense, we're going to lose. That's the conclusion that I drew last night. If one piece out of this 5-out offense is missing, we're going to lose, bro. And so when I was watching it, I was like, damn, bro, if one piece is missing out of the 5-out offense, we're going to struggle against bad teams and we're going to lose against good teams. Right? And it's not just a cat thing, right? Because Jalen Brunson was questionable for yesterday's game also. Right? The only reason why Jalen Brunson played, I think, is because Cat was out. Cameron Payne was out. Right? And if you can imagine us starting Deuce McBride and Jericho Sims against the Detroit Pistons, and your backup point guard is Tyler Kolek, and your backup big man is Precious and Huck Porty, you're like, you know what? Maybe I could have accepted that loss more, but not with Jalen Brunson, bro. But what I realized is if we don't find a guy that can be that person in that 5-out offense, and it was supposed to be Precious. Precious was supposed to be on a 12 minutes restriction last night. Precious played 28 minutes. That man was supposed to play 12 minutes tops. 12 minutes tops. That man played 28 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to that, bro.
I don't know. It's kind of disturbing because, now that you mention it, when I was thinking about it, when we got Cat, the first thing is like you have to account for him not being there 20 games. That's just the assumption. He's kind of, he may have some injury issues. So
And
you
OG
kind
and
of
Anobi
built
too.
into your
And
mind.
OG also.
Yeah. So you build in your mind that maybe 20 games he won't be here.
And
If
not
we look
20
like
in a
that for
row
20
either.
games,
Maybe
yeah.
one game every 2 weeks. Cat's just not gonna show.
Yeah.
They'll strategically do it. Like the Pistons didn't have a dominant center. And they're like, hey, Cat, this is the game you can sit out right here. And it'll give you a break from Thursday to Monday against the Raptors.
Mm-hmm.
Strategic, right? Get that man some time off on that knee.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It happens. All it means is he's got a sore knee.
Yeah. But you got to have a game plan when he's not out, when he's not in there.
Right.
Like you can't look like that. You can't look lost.
What's the game plan though?
Not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. Tibbs. I mean, there's nobody who can be
Cat
when Cat's not there, or
Yeah.
even run those routes, run those plays. Like, yeah, we look nothing alike. It's like a whole different team.
Right. Right. Yeah. I feel you. I understand where you're coming from. I don't know. I don't think there is a plan for that. I don't think there is a plan for when Cat is out. You can't have a bro because if finding Carl Anthony Towns was easy, we'd have 3 of them already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there is nobody who Precious. He's a decent player, but Precious is it. You have Sims who does one thing. You didn't have Mitch. If you had Mitch does one thing. And you just don't have any guys who can multifaceted in the front court.
Right.
Unless OG, you ask OG to play power forward, but he isn't the type of guy to. He doesn't play. He's not going to draw that much attention.
Right. Right. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know how to respond to what you just told me.
I mean, it's just odd that we just have guys who don't really contribute to offense.
Right.
Multiple guys who don't contribute to offense. And if Katz isn't here, those people are liabilities at that point. You can't ask them to step up. You can't put Sims in there. It's like, hey, be more aggressive offensively today.
That's not his. Yeah, that's not his thing.
No. It's not even. It's not in his wheelhouse. It's like not.
Right. Wow. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm looking at the Knicks sitting at a record of 14-9, right? And on the surface, 14-9 doesn't seem bad,
Mm-mm.
but we could easily be 17-6 at this point.
Very easily.
The Chicago game, this game, Utah, Dallas without Luka. There are a lot of games on this schedule where you're like, if we just play 8 guys instead of 6, I think you win. And Joe White says, you really can't ask OG Hart or Bridges. They aren't built like that offensively. Nah, you're right. That's right. Right. Is and this is one of the questions, one of the when Fritz Alexander and I, you remember the exercise we did a long time ago about rebuilding the Knicks?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yep.
And one of the things I said to you at that time, and I don't know if you remember this or not, but when I mentioned during the exercise, because I was very, very impressed about your secondary knowledge of a lot of stuff. I was impressed by that. But one of the things I said in that moment is it's very difficult for an NBA player to be elite on both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like we hold certain guys in an esteem, like Olajuwon, Bird, Pippen. We hold a lot of guys in like the great two-way players to ever do it. We hold them in a certain esteem, right? I think we take them for granted. How difficult it is, Tim Duncan, how difficult it is to be an elite defender and an elite offensive player at the same time. Most guys that do it nowadays stay hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Your Paul Georges, your Trey Murphys, your Kawhi Leonards. Right? Most of those guys, they just stay hurt. It's rare to ask a guy to be elite on both sides of the ball. When you get that, you have to appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to pay for it. Sherwin says, Giannis is great on both sides. Right. And how about Jokic? Is Jokic great on both sides of the ball? Like Jokic is not great on both sides of the ball. And he's elite, right? Offensively. Right. And is Giannis great on both sides of the ball, or is he great at one or two things on offense? Is Giannis elite, fantastic at getting downhill, attacking the basket? Is Giannis a great shooter from 3?
Nope.
Is Giannis a great shooter in the mid-range? Is Giannis a great free throw shooter? Is Giannis a great elite passer? Right? Giannis is great at getting downhill and creating plays for others with that momentum going to the basket. But can Giannis knock down spot up threes? No. So he's great at some things, right? Some things, not great at others. And I'm not diminishing Giannis's greatness because he's an all-time great NBA player. I'm just drawing that comparison to what the Knicks have in OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart. I don't think you can ask those dudes to pick up the offensive slack when Cat is out or is in foul trouble. And so am I saying Cat is the most important player on the team? No. What I'm saying is, Fritz, what I'm thinking is we can't drive this car with 3 wheels on it. We gotta have everybody here to look elite.
Mm-hmm.
Am I off with that assertion?
As currently constructed, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. As currently constructed, yeah. Cat isn't here. Dead in the water.
Oh, okay. So you okay? All right. Okay. So we agree. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think what it comes down to is I think Tom Thibodeau has to expand his rotation.
I agree.
I don't know if Josh Hart is a 30-minute per night guy for a championship contender. I don't know if OG Anunoby is a 32-minute I'm sorry, a 37-minute per night guy
Mhm.
on a championship contender. I think OG's window should be 32 minutes.
Okay.
Now, Mikal Bridges, on the other hand, if Mikal Bridges leads the NBA in minutes, I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sherman, we're gonna holler at you, bro. And Sherman, we're gonna holler at you. I'm gonna call you out in the morning, bro. I'm gonna call Sherman out in the morning, bro. Watch. Here's the thing with that. With so many injuries on the roster, what other course of action does Tom Thibodeau have?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand the method because we learned from last year. Like I thought we learned from last year because last year when the injuries piled up, the Knicks had no options. So going into this year, I'm like, okay, they may, the front office did their thing, got more valuable players
Right.
that we can expand the roster so that if anything like last year happened where bodies start dropping,
Right.
you had players who had real experience
Right.
to, at least game experience. Because we got to a point last year that you had players who had no intention of going into that game, who are just roster fill out players. And we got to the point where do you want to play a player who's never played with the squad, or you going to shorten the rotation to like 6 people? I didn't think we'll ever get to there again. But we're at a point with Thibodeau again where it looks like he ain't learned from last year.
Right. Right. Now I feel you. The thing with it is with so many injuries, bro, it's like what choice do you have, man? It's like you gotta play. Like Deuce McBride is averaging 25.7 minutes per night right now.
Mm-hmm.
Deuce shouldn't be playing 25.7 minutes. Cameron Payne is averaging 17.8 minutes. Cameron Payne shouldn't be playing 18 minutes a night. Precious has been back for 2 games. He's on a minutes restriction for 12 minutes, and he's already averaging 20 minutes a night.
Well, I think that was job number 1. Like, don't exceed what a player can handle. Like, I'd rather take an L than to exceed somebody's workload. Like,
Right.
I think that's what I thought would be learned this year. Is last year in the playoffs, everyone's playing 42 minutes.
Yeah.
That should never happen again.
Right.
Or pushing a player beyond what's reasonable for the player. That shouldn't happen anymore. If you have to put a lesser player in, put a lesser player in over doing that.
Right. 14-9 is scary to me. Right.
14-9.
The record after 23 games.
I thought we would kind of be here.
Okay.
I thought we would kind of be here at this point.
Okay.
I thought we would look better though. I thought our defense would look a whole lot better, but I thought it would take. I thought our defense was going to be good, and it would have took a while for our offense to come around.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Joe A. So salute to Joe White. Joe White says, I think the kid Dottie is about a year away. He will be a serious bucket with time. He's the only one I see with superior scoring potential. Tibbs may need to get him some run and prepare him. Yeah, I think that's accurate also.
I know, but a year away of consistent work. Like
Right.
it isn't, hey, we're gonna stash him for a year and then we're gonna throw him on the roster and he's gonna be good.
Right.
He needs valuable court time.
High leverage minutes.
Yeah. So not the end of the fourth up 30 next to Matt Ryan. That's
I still blame y'all for draft night, right? Every time I hear Matt Ryan name, I'm like, these calculator dudes is trying to push that. Bro, here's the thing. And I know I said this before. I'm gonna say it again just really quick. All we had to do was draft Ryan Dunn and Pacom Dadier. That's all you had to do. If you draft Ryan Dunn, right? Not be too cute with it. Just draft Ryan Dunn and get it over with.
I think they had that Isaiah pipe dream. The Isaiah pipe dream was still in their head.
All they had what Isaiah pipe dream? Just
like as Isaiah returning for nothing for half of what he got.
Right. Oh, you talking about Hartenstein?
Hartenstein. Yep.
Yeah, no, that man wasn't coming back. That man was never. Jake, I was talking to Jacob the whole time, bro. Jacob was like, "Man, that dude ain't coming back. What are y'all talking about? Y'all moving money for what? You think that man go?" And what he said made absolute sense. He was like, at a minimum, he'll come to Florida, take $25 million with no state taxes, and that $25 million contract to be worth about $20 million. If he takes 17 with the Knicks, that contract would be worth $7 million.
Mm-hmm.
So how could that man play for the Knicks, making about 7.5 or bringing home about $7.5 million a year when he can live in Florida and bring home $20 million a year?
Yeah, it didn't make much sense.
Yeah, the whole premise behind that didn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
The whole premise behind chasing Hartenstein didn't make sense. Right? They should have extended him last summer. Tried to something.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But they couldn't because they were looking forward to OG Anunoby and whatever other stars that they can get. And you can't have Hartenstein block that path. Mm-hmm. And so fortunately and unfortunately for both parties, it worked out the way it did. Hartenstein got his money and he's a starter. So he got what he wanted for his career. Right? He got what he wanted, man. Kudos to Isaiah Hartenstein. He was a good dude while he was here. Man, I appreciate him. But yeah, I don't think you pass up a defender like Ryan Dunn. You can legit have started Ryan Dunn with OG and Mikal Bridges as a non-consequential ball mover on offense, take open threes, and an elite defender. He's a better defender than Mikal Bridges in my mind. Right this very second. He's almost OG and Obi level on ball defender. Is he an OG Anunoby overall defender? No. Hell no. Ain't many dudes out there built like OG Anunoby.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But that's water under the bridge. There's nothing you can do about it right now. Now we're hoping that Landry Shamit's shoulder heals so that he can come back and him and Mitch can come back and save our season.
Fifteen minutes of Mitch is going to save the season.
Nah, he not coming back. Mitch ain't Mitch.
No, I said 15 minutes of Mitch is going to save the season.
Bro, you didn't see that?
How? Whoa.
You didn't see that?
No, is there something online?
I don't know. People have been whispering it to me, but I didn't see it. And so multiple people whispering it to me. I didn't see, and you know me, I got it for certain things. For certain things, I feel like there's a responsibility to at least find the source or a resource. Right. But when multiple people whisper it, you're like, man, maybe it's something to it. So I'm not saying that this is absolutely true. I'm hearing the whispers of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what is it that we need to do to turn this thing around? Hey, chat, y'all let me know. Are y'all satisfied with the 14-9 start, hoping that this team will get raging hot in January or December for that matter? Y'all let me know. Let me know how y'all feel about a 14-9 start. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying that in a neutral, I want your feedback on it. I want your honest opinion on it. Like, don't just try to shoot me the gas.
I don't know. I think going into the year, I don't think just being like right now we're in fourth place. Right. I don't even think being like third place is even like the goal.
Right.
I think at some point the Knicks want to be at a point where you say you're neck and neck with Boston. It doesn't have to be record wise, but I can tell you this moment, the Knicks don't want no parts of Boston. As where we're currently situated.
Yeah.
7-game series of Boston. I think Knicks fans, if they're honest with themselves, they know the Knicks gonna hang.
I'm gonna say I think the Knicks need scoring off the bench. That is the difference maker. The Knicks need to get an absolute bucket off the bench. Dre told me the other day that the Knicks starting five averages more than any other starting five in NBA history.
Currently, yes.
That's ridiculous. That's not a record that you want.
Yeah, because they're in there all the time. They're in there all the time, and off the bench ain't much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only person off the bench who's really scoring is Deuce.
Consistently. Yeah. Yeah. Sherwin says Detroit beat us because of defense and turnovers. Yep. Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart. Absolutely hurt us yesterday. Terrible defense by Jalen Brunson and turnovers. And Josh Hart. Josh Hart is a space cadet at times, bro. Josh Hart. You see how he got kicked out of the game yesterday?
I kind of seen it. They didn't really show it that much, but he was just talking.
Yeah. I think there were some moments yesterday. Now, mind you, yesterday's game is not a microcosm for the entire season. That's one loss out of 9.
Mhm.
Right? That's one loss out of 9. But I think we're finding new and creative ways to lose.
Mhm.
Right? Like we didn't if you put the thing is, if you take Mikal Bridges off of Jaden Ivey and put him on Cade, now you have Jalen Brunson on an island guarding Jaden Ivey.
Jaden Ivey's like top 5 fastest in the NBA.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And then if you take Bridges and then put him on Ivy and then take OG and put him on Cade, now you have Brunson on Tobias Harris or Tim Hardaway Jr.
Mm.
You feel me? Like I don't know. Yo, Alfred Griffin, where you been, bro? So salute to my guy Alfred Griffin. Yo, Alfred Griffin. Yesterday we did the Boys to Men versus Jodeci conversation. I gotta hit you up on social media somewhere. Hey, Alfred Griffin, put your if you don't mind sharing it, put your social media handle somewhere, like your Instagram or your Instagram or your Twitter handle up on the joint so that we can hit you up when certain things happen, bro. If man, Alfred Griffin is a doggone encyclopedia, bro. That man's an encyclopedia with certain stuff. Respect that man knowledge for sure. And look forward to it. Alfred Griffin, that's our guy. Like some shows, we don't even, if Alfred Griffin ain't dead, we like, I don't know, man. If he ain't in the spot, we like, man, I don't know. So salute to Alfred Griffin. Fritz, to be honest with you, bro, I don't know if a trade solves the issues.
Yeah, not one guy.
Right.
Yeah, it has to be more internal where everybody kind of steps it up. That may mean less focus on offense, but yeah, just can't be a revolving door. It can't be a revolving door.
Yeah, I think it solely starts with Jalen Brunson's defense. I got you, Alfred Griffin. Let me see. I'm gonna write it down on something. Yo, y'all still, chat. Y'all still write down messages on the back of envelopes? Anybody still do that? Yo, anybody still write down stuff on the back of envelopes, man?
Yeah, that's my mom do that all the time.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing
You
right
just
now.
you be out just what this thing got writing all over it.
All over it. Yeah, yeah. I got you, big fella. I got you. I got it written down now. So next time we do something, I'm gonna hit you up. Um, yeah, I don't know if there is a move out there for us to do. I think the move that best fits us. Excuse me. I think the best move that fits us, the move that if you plug him in right now, he'll have an OG Anunoby type impact, is Jonathan Kuminga. Do we have the assets to get Jonathan Kuminga, and can we pay him and Mikal Bridges next summer? No,
No,
no.
neither one.
Either
Like
option.
yeah, like Kuminga, like Golden State wants a star, and that's like their
That's what they
like
need.
main
They need a
piece.
star. Yep.
Yeah, that's their main piece to getting a star is Kuminga. So they're not gonna trade Kuminga for a couple spare pieces and a couple swaps.
Right.
Nah, they looking to land somebody.
They're big game hunting,
Yeah.
and I don't blame them. But I think Jonathan Kuminga is a ball mover,
Mhm.
an aggressive rebounder / athlete. That if you paired him with an OG Anunoby, who is similar size, similar athleticism. I'm talking about when OG was his age. Similar
Okay.
size, similar athleticism, similar things. You could legit groom him into being a more offensive minded OG Anunoby type of player. Will you get OG's defense? No. Will you get maybe OG's defense 2 steps down? Maybe who's 2 steps down from OG's defense on the wing? What's the guy named from Phoenix? Oh no, I'm not Phoenix, but Cam Johnson. You probably get a Cam Johnson level defender, like not as good as Bridges, but not he can be a primary defender.
Mm-hmm.
That type of guy. Right.
Yeah, I think he's okay. If I compare him, I would say he's an early Aaron Gordon. I always say he's probably Aaron Gordon.
Okay. I can see that.
You know what I mean?
I can see that. Yeah.
Very aggressive offensively.
Right.
He's Aaron Gordon.
Right. Right. No doubt. No doubt.
But yeah, like Nick of Time show, they make fun of me because they're like, yo, he's like, I'm the biggest Jonathan Kuminga fan. So they're like, because even when he wasn't like right now, he's standing out like second year. I'm like, yo, this kid's nice.
Right. Right. Hey, shout out to Ty Bobby. Ty Bobby is in the building. I was talking to Ty Bobby the other day about a trading Jalen Brunson scenario. You knew hey, Barbie, you knew I was gonna bring that up, right? You knew I was gonna bring that up. And the reason y'all I was talking about, first of all, I was trolling Ty Barbie when I mentioned it. I know it's some of y'all I just say stuff for fun because I know it's like an agitation. Yeah, yo, see what I mean? See what I mean? No, it's not. I was joking. I was joking with TB about that. Just putting a rock in his shoe. I was just joking about it. Now, what I wasn't joking about though is our defense away from OG and Mikal Bridges gets us in trouble sometimes. And the number one culprit for being caught with his hand in the cookie jar is Karl-Anthony Towns because he's our rim protector. So guys get beat, Cat recovers, and he's the guy that is supposed to erase the play, and a lot of times he does not. So it makes it look like Cat is out there sleeping on defense. But no, that's not the way the NBA works. The team calls a play, they get a mismatch, they beat the mismatch, and it usually winds up at the rim. And what happens is the last guy we see before the shot goes up gets blamed for the defense when it's not the last guy's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's one of those things, boss. I think it's on Tom Thibodeau to figure this thing out. I don't know what the answer is. I wish I could offer up a solution. Generally, when it comes to X's and O's, I'll have some type of semblance, some type of framework I can offer. But the clips are going around. I think IKBM Dre sent me a clip of Josh Hart just standing around on defense, picking at his nose. Like he just standing there, the play going on, he just standing there looking at everybody, and he ain't even moving. He like a Scooby-Doo villain, just standing there. And then the Malik Beasley guy hits a three in the corner, and they're like, "Yo, what was Josh doing right here?" And bro, running in, I don't know, picking in his nose. I don't know what he was doing. Can you blame Josh Hart for that? No. There was mismatches somewhere else, and a guy sprung free, and Josh Hart didn't scramble out there to go get him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Josh didn't go get him. And it's because, in my mind, it's because you take a 20-minute per minute guy, force him to play 36 minutes of energy, and he has to be a triple-double threat every night. Right? And he's got to learn how to shoot threes. It's too much for a guy like Josh Hart is 30 years old. He's not going to change. Josh Hart is not going to all of a sudden turn into a guy. He is what he is. Josh Hart's not going to grow 6 inches. He's not going to put on 25 pounds. He's not going to get a tighter handle. He is who he is. And I appreciate him for being who he is. I appreciate him for that. Right? But I think we have to, the elephant in the room is this 6-man rotation. Fritz, I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, it's like a non-negotiable. That's something that just can't happen.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, for Leon, that should be a non-negotiable. Like, not even just preserving our players. Getting last playoffs was disaster. Like, can't happen again. Can't happen again.
Except it happened 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Right? See, last year, we think about last year versus Indiana and injuries and all that stuff, right? But didn't it happen in Miami 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Quickly out. Randall was hurt trying to play through it. Mitch had a hip injury. Jalen Brunson had an ankle sprain. Josh Hart had a right ankle sprain, right? Quentin Grimes was hurt with the shoulder. Jericho Sims didn't play. Remember, we were like, yo, why Jericho not playing? And then at the end of the season, he had surgery, right? And it was, oh, he had a shoulder injury. We didn't even know. Deuce was hurt, right? All these different things. We were like, we can't ever go into a playoff series with all these guys injured, except the very next year, we went into a second round playoff series with all these guys injured and hurt. And the excuse for it is everybody's hurt at the end of the season. Right? That's what the excuse is, right? You can't make that excuse because every NBA team is hurt. Hey man, Jason Tatum didn't look hurt racing that trophy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Jaylen Brown didn't look injured holding up that trophy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they know more about the NBA than I do because they live in it. But Derek White didn't look injured holding up that trophy, bro. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Spree the American Dream says, if the Knicks don't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, do you think Tibbs will be fired? No, no. Hey, bro, all of us. And I'm not gonna say all. I'm not gonna say all of everyone. I'm gonna say this. I am on a unified front with the Knicks. I don't really care to speak about the fire Tibbs stuff, right? I want this team to win. I want us to be unified. The fans, the organization, the players, the owner. I want all of us to be on a unified front. I don't want to think about a world. I don't want to go back to a world where there is a perpetual coaching hot seat. Fritz, you remember that? Remember the perpetual
Mhm.
scorching hot coach hot seat? Remember that?
Yep.
Man, if Hornacek don't win Friday, he fired, and then he win Friday, right? And then you be like, if Hornacek lose 2 games next week, he fired, and then he win 2 games that week, and then you just waiting for him to get fired, and waiting for him to get fired, and waiting for him to get. And yo, that's no fun way to exist. What kind of existence is that, right? And then he finally gets fired, and you're like, wait, y'all replace him with Kurt Rambis? He got the worst. He's got the worst win percentage in NBA history. And y'all fired this guy to put that guy in there? And then you waiting for Kurt Rambis to get fired. So I don't want to go back to the perpetual coaching hot seat. I don't think it's fair, and I don't think it's fun. Right? I don't think it's fun as a Knicks fan. You remember the David Fizdale hot seat?
Yeah. That was just a disgusting period of time.
Right.
Because he literally quit coaching. He quit.
Right. He just so you're like, bro, it's like no lie. It's like as fans, we don't really enjoy that part of it, man. We get to that point out of frustration. Right. Yeah, I understand you get to that point out of frustration, but here's the thing about frustration. Does this team right now frustrate you? If you're frustrated with this team, you frustrate too easily, to be honest. But do changes need to be made? Absolutely. Should we be satisfied with this product that we see on the floor? No. Right. But moving Leon Rose and Worldwide West and Tom Thibodeau only resets the clock on chaos. That's all. All of them guys are together. Fritz, all of them are together. Tibbs, West, Ala, Rose, us, all of us are together on the same page. And getting rid of one means getting rid of all. Should it be that way? No. At the same time, should somebody talk to Leon Rose about? I mean, not Leon Rose, but Tom Thibodeau about playing a 6-man rotation? Come on, dog. Fritz, we've been having this conversation since Tibbs' first day on the job. He played 4 guys, 49 minutes. That man ain't gonna change. Derrick Rose career, his whole entire career is messed up because of Tibbs. And he got to face that. He don't want to, but he got to face it. Because he almost did the same thing to RJ Barrett. Remember the Denver game? We were getting blown out. And 15 seconds left. He had RJ in the game, and RJ stepped on.
Everybody thought, yeah.
Right. And RJ collapsed, and we were going to jump through the TV and choke out Tibbs, bro. Julius Randle shoulder injury.
Josh Hart strain last year. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there is a move that can be done in order to extend the bench, and I know they're waiting for the penny pinchers are waiting for the perfect move to extend the bench. right? Some deep analytic move that verifies or validates the calculator.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the move. I think you got to throw them calculators in a drawer and go get a basketball player. Go get a hooper.
You want someone. Do you want a legit known player, or you want someone buried on someone's bench?
I think using indicative data to predict future outcomes based on past outcomes is a gamble that you can't afford to make when you're bumped up against the apron.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. Right. I think in basketball, you have to have faith in establishment. You have to have some level of faith in organization.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And what I mean by that is, I'll give an example. Can I take a guy that is unproven and has no analytic value and turn him into a valuable player for the Knicks? And the calculator guys are going to say, no, that's too risky. Right? Because they want to have advanced deep dive analytics to prove if they do a certain thing, that this certain thing will provide a certain outcome based on historic data. And what I'm saying is, go get a guy who has a skill set, develop him with us, and have him be that guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you have to trust a process. You have to trust it. You can't just always every concern is not going to have an immediate outcome or an immediate resolution.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like for instance, searching for a guy that is has an elite field goal percentage against a certain size guy from 3-point range, and he shoots the three at 38% around all the markers on the 3-point line, and he's 6'8" is the answer. No. No, that's too much.
Mm-hmm.
We trying to find, we got Chat GPT as the GBM as the GM. Chat Chat, we out here letting Chat GPT be the team president, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is find a guy that Tibbs likes, and then that can buy into self-improvement and team improvement at the same time. Develop him, and then incorporate him into a bigger and bigger role, and to the point where he becomes invaluable for us.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how I know that works? We did it with Precious.
Mm-hmm.
Precious was not an analytics darling, bro. He's just an energy guy. Nobody really knew who he was. I knew coming out of high school, I knew who Precious was, right? The James Wiseman replacement at Memphis. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be the power forward. James Wiseman quit school. Precious played center under Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway was trying to teach him how to dribble, pass, and shoot. He was very raw. There was a base level of skills set with Precious, a base level of dribbling, base level of movement, and things of that sort. And by the time Precious got to us, he had been a circle peg in a square hole for two different teams. For us, we just needed an energy jumbo wing just to come in and give us energy minutes, right? And come to find out, he's perfect at that. Just give him a basic level of responsibility, and he thrives in that. Like Precious, you don't have to shoot the corner three. Precious, you don't have to dribble, pass, and shoot. Precious, you don't have to switch on everything. Go out here, guard this man for 8 minutes. Shoot when you're open. Rebound everything within your range. And stay out of foul trouble. And he can do that. Endgame is in the building. Salute. Endgame says, I said that last season. Tibbs might be the first coach to make no subs in the game in NBA history, right? Like all 5 guys play 48 minutes and over. Right. So Fritz, I guess the follow-up question is like, who is that guy that I'm searching for? Is that what you're gonna ask me?
Yeah, who is that guy?
Pacom Dadier.
6'8". Mm-hmm.
Hey kid, go out here and defend that guy for the next 4 minutes. Don't turn the ball over. Knock down your free throws. Take only wide open shots. Pass the ball.
Yeah.
And if you do well in those 4 minutes, I might give you another 4 minutes. I might.
Okay. But that's all contingent on him playing meaningful minutes.
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, bro. They don't have to be meaningful minutes. Right? They just have to be net neutral minutes because you don't want the one thing you don't want your backups to do is lose the lead. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So for Pacom Dadier, you don't have to stretch the lead from 7 to 14. Right? It's just when Jalen Brunson and them guys go to the bench with a 7-point lead, when they come back in the game, they should have a 7-point lead.
Yeah.
Right?
I know, but like Tibbs has to trust him enough to play him consistently. Even if it's every game you're coming in for 7 minutes. But every game he should have 7 minutes.
Right.
It's not, hey, we played him for a couple games and then we just put him on the shelf.
Yeah. Yeah. And listen, I love Pacom Dadier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all know that. When y'all were doing like the Nick of Time show and you were doing your own show and all of that stuff, and I advise everybody go check them out, right? This time last year, I was saying that the Knicks have to leave the draft with Pacom Dadier and Ryan Dunn. Mm-hmm. This time last year, right? Mm-hmm. This year, right? There are 2 names that I think the Knicks have to leave the draft with. Right? Absolutely have to leave the draft with. Where's my guy? Noah Insingi and Kanan Catchings. The Knicks have to leave next year's draft with Kanan Catchings. Absolutely. Knicks fans, if you don't know who Kanan Catchings is right now, he is a slightly rawer version of Pacom Dadier. But he has maybe a higher upside than Pacom Dadier. Maybe. He's so raw right now. He's meat market raw. Right? He's damn. Yeah. Miguel Pete. No, the Knicks have a second round pick. They had 2. One is forfeited because of the Jalen Brunson tampering thing. And then they have a second round pick. And my expectations are if the Knicks are pressed up against the salary cap, I think they'll go find cheap labor in the draft to replenish the roster. Mm-hmm. It'll be better. It'll be smarter. And the calculator guys may agree to this. I don't know if they will or not, but it'll be smarter for them to go get cheap labor in the second round and have them in really restricted and defined roles than it would be for them to try to fill out the roster with veterans. It's the reason why we don't have Chuma and TJ Warren on the roster right now, because they're veterans of a certain level and their salary would be
Too much. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you go get those second round picks, like I don't know if he was a second round pick or not. The kid Peyton Watson from Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Go get a guy like that and have him be in a really refined role. Right? A second round pick like that, where his role is to give you 3 straight minutes of defense against Kevin Durant and then go back to the bench. And when OG Anunoby takes his injury siesta, right? Be ready to play a whopping 10 minutes, right? With OG out, right? And just replenish the roster like that. The Insingi kid, I think he's going to be under the radar special. I think he's going to be the Insingi kid. I think he's going to be a Trey Murphy type guy, right? And I know a lot of people that watch the channel think I speak in hyperbole. Like on draft night when I said Trey Murphy is going to be special, everybody laughed. Who is it? How come I never heard of him? Because you don't do research. That's why. Right? Right now, there is a world where you could, if you did a redraft, Trey Murphy might be a top 5 pick in that draft. Right now, Trey Murphy might be. Would you rather have Trey Murphy or Jalen Green?
Oh, Trey Murphy has the more solid trajectory. Jalen Green
Is explosive. He's
explosive, but yeah, it's not going to. You're going to have to surround him with the right people.
He's like a grenade. He's like a grenade. He's going to blow up, but is it over there with them or blow up with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the roster has to be like
ideal
for him. Trey Murphy's more plug. He can plug in anywhere.
Yeah. I thought he was going to be Paul George. He's probably going to end up more Mikal Bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Except he finishes better and he shoots the 3 better. His defense is probably better, but he can't stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. But Fritz, my point though, the point that I was making about finding 3 or 4 minutes a night from a guy, right? Bro, you have like, for instance, I'm high on Kev McCullough. I was not. Right? I was not high on Kev McCullough at Kansas. I was not high on him when the Knicks drafted him. But the more I thought about what he can do for us,
Mm-hmm.
I'm slowly kind of warming up to him.
It's the size. It's the size.
I thought he was Daquan Jeffries, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I thought he was. Yeah. I thought he was a guy with no distinct skill outside of energy. Like he plays hard. And you know how I feel about those dudes. Like you can't guarantee what you're gonna get from energy guys because it's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you gonna text Tibbs and tell him to expand his rotation to 6? Tibbs, bro, come on, bro. You run a 5-man rotation, bro. You can't run a 6-man rotation. Why did they give out so many jerseys? Tibbs mad because everybody got jerseys on, bro. It's only 12 of them over there, Tibbs. Right? You got like you gave out 17 jerseys, bro. It's only 12 dudes on the bench, Tibbs. Come on, bro. What we doing out here?
You know. Yeah, I really thought he was gonna. I thought we learned something, but he's on his same program.
Yeah. So what do you do about it, bro?
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna do anything until Mikal misses a game. like I told you. then everybody gonna flip out. But yeah, Knicks don't seem alarmed about it.
I think they may be. I think they may be. It's just not an open thing. They're closed ranks, and I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
DSJ in the buildings. He says, "I'm only here to tell everyone that Uncle Freezy said All for One is the best R group of all time." Bem. I swear. DSJ. I think Fritz says Kenny Lattimore is the greatest. What did you say? He was the greatest what? Neo soul artist?
No. His album is like no. I said his first album. What's it that? That album is like an unskippable album. Like the one album he had is unskippable.
Did I tell you I bought Frank Ocean the other day?
Yeah, but you said you bought I thought you bought Channel Orange, but you bought
I bought Blonde.
Yeah.
I
think I listened to it once.
I still hadn't listened to it. I'm gonna listen to it in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm. He just kind of got me mad with that whole sitting in the room thing.
Yeah.
I remember that time when he had a camera in the room.
Yeah.
For like what, 2 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody was staring at a ladder.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know. So chat, here's the thing. I don't want to sound like a hater, right? That's not where I am in the moment. I'm a supporter. I'm not a hater, I'm a supporter, but this 5-man rotation thing does seem a bit excessive.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe his excuse is gonna be, oh, we have injuries. But you gotta have a backup plan.
See, Fritz, is it the chicken or the egg though?
Mm-hmm.
Is the reason why your short rotation injuries, and are injuries the reason or a byproduct of a short rotation?
I don't know. But when those people go out, you still should have if you had a 9-man rotation, but one man goes out, you should still have a 9-man rotation.
Right.
One man out don't mean you have an 8.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Virtuoso. Virtuoso says, if this show is still around in the year 2040, I'll be wishing you a very happy Juan Soto day. Thank you. Yo, you get the $7.65. I get it. As soon as I saw the $7.65 Virtuoso, I was like, you are a troll, brother.
It's the new Bobby Bonilla day.
Right. As soon as I saw $7.65, I was like, okay, Virtuoso out here trolling. Off rip. I was like, yo, come on, man. J Mars in the building. Salute to J Mars. Salute. Yeah, Fritz. Just yeah. I don't want to come across like that, bro. I'm a lover of the Knicks, bro. I wear Knicks stuff everywhere, bro. Nobody wears more Knicks stuff than me and Jay Boogie, bro. Every time I see Jay Boogie, he's got some Knicks related paraphernalia on, bro.
Yep.
Every time I see Boogie, that's my guy. Salute to Jay Boogie. He somewhere. I hope he somewhere peaceful, right? Right, man. Yeah, man. So Fritz, when can we expect the NBA Economy Show?
I did go live earlier today.
I missed it.
I did go live earlier. I didn't get a lot of views, but
I didn't get the notification.
Oh, okay. No, but it was basically just an update. It was nothing deep. It was just like, where are we at? Are we? Does it look like we're gonna do a trade? And kind of like recapping the cat trade and basically why we did it. So, but yeah, I haven't gotten into the future and predicting trades or anything. Maybe a little further down.
In the NBA Economy Show is an NBA channel, right? Not just Knicks, right?
It's not going to be just Knicks, but what I am going to do, I'll take Knicks questions at the end of every show, even if I'm talking about somebody else. We can get into Knicks questions at the end if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I'll be on there. Yeah, I'll be on there with using my alias.
Yeah. Salute to everybody who comes through, likes, subscribe. Yeah, I've been slacking, but y'all been hanging in there,
bro. I'm gonna just show my alias. My alias is Petty Pendergrass. I'm Petty Pendergrass, bro. Right, so I'll just show up. I'll show up as Petty Pendergrass, and from New Rochelle. No, Petty Pendergrass from Inwood. Right, Petty Pendergrass from Gravesend, right? And I'm just here to say, hey, first time caller, long time listener. Can we trade for Steph Curry? That's all I got. I'll hang up and listen. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. So chat. That's all I got, man. I'm gonna do the Knicks morning drive at 7:45 a.m. for the morning owls. I look forward to seeing all of y'all on the Knicks morning drive. We have a game tomorrow night. Make sure y'all check out the NBA Economy Show. Salute to others in this Knicks universe that I like and respect. Salute to why Jay Ellis be saying the name of this channel wrong, bro? Jay Ellis don't think I can. He think I don't know where Brooklyn at.
Oh no,
you hear how you say the name of the channel? I think Jay Ellis be trolling me, bro.
How do you do it?
Blow range. Yo, yeah, blow range. It ain't blow range, bro.
Nah, he's just messing with y'all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought.
He be doing my last name crazy too.
So. Yeah. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. You think I don't know where Brooklyn at? Jay Ellis, don't make me send my people for you, bro. I know you went to school talking about blow range. Bro, you ever ate an orange?
Nah,
the color of red and yellow mixed together is orange? Yeah. Blow range. Jay Ellis. I got my eye on you, Jay Ellis. I got my eye on you. So shout out to my guy, Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show, and shout out to the other Knicks content creators out there. I'm gonna try to get our guy Nickinator on the show, or go on over there and rock with him. That's a guy I really respect, man. Been seeing him for years. We'll probably have to do a joint.
Yeah, he's really like real solid dude. Like, yeah, he be sending me DMs every once in a while. Yeah, he's a solid dude.
Yeah, I like him. He rock solid, man. Thank you everybody for coming through. Fritz, thank you for coming and rocking the spot for me, man, with me. Make sure y'all check out Fritz NBA Economy Show, where he'll be talking about everything NBA related and potentially how that affects the Knicks and such. I'm gonna do the start doing the Knicks morning drive at 7:45 because I had a schedule change. So I'm gonna try to incorporate that in the schedule change and see the other half of Blorange University in the morning, because I know there's a morning shift and a PM shift, and the morning shift hadn't been getting as many shows. So I'm gonna try to reconcile that. Fritz, you got anything before we get out of here, bro?
No, just looking for the Knicks to get back on track. Like, you know, running at, you know, New York only has but so much patience.
If we lose to the Raptors tomorrow, bro, the theme of the show is gonna be totally different, bro. I'm firing everybody.
Yeah, no. Don't let RJ Barrett go for 40. Like RJ
Don't
Barrett
let RJ Barrett get off, bro. And don't let RJ get off, and don't let Mikal Bridges struggle. Ooh, and I know they didn't get traded for each other. I know that, right? But man, bro, come on, bro. All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for rocking. Peace, everybody. Hey, DSJ, let me know if you want to do some R&B talk tonight, DSJ. Peace, everybody.